Hello everyone, welcome back to Working with Ken. So this is day 2 in vulnerability scanning, and we are going to talk about one of the most famous sites, ExploitDB. Now ExploitDB is a well-known website for exploits and basically shellcodes and Google dorking techniques. So every exploit that is found or being patched or is not patched can be found here, and it's a great website where you can download exploits for free and you can use them. So basically I am at the exploitdb.com. You just type exploit-db.com and it will take you here. As you can see there, it is basically the latest, and people are submitting like exploit like every day. As you can see, this was just 2 days ago, and I have 12 August now, and this was just 2 days ago. So we can see most of these exploits are like updated. So as you can see, some of the exploits are verified, some are not, so you have to be careful on that. If you want to download an exploit, make sure it's EDB verified, I mean ExploitDB verified, because you don't want to download fake exploit or download a virus in your computer. So let's dive right into why we need ExploitDB. Well, when we find vulnerability is in system, what we are going to do, we need to find an exploit. We need to find a specific vulnerability for that version or something like that. So we need to find how we can exploit that vulnerability, and we can come here, we can search for exploits here. Like let's say if I want to search an exploit for SSH, like let's just type SSH and hit enter. Let's see what answers it give. So I typed SSH and it's giving something like this, and a lot of SSH basically message decoding NSS shared key. Okay, this is not the SSH basically, but free SSHD service, and I think so there a lot is going on. So there's an exploit, message decoding again, and open SSH SCP client, Google Chrome. Google Chrome has vulnerability. libSSH unauthorized access, we can do that. So it's for version 0.7.6 to 0.28.4, and we can also search for different services. Let's search for, I mean, if you have router of, let's say we already saw TP-Link router in the detail. So now let's search for Linux. Let's search for what is new in Linux, what is new in the world of Linux, what exploit. Linux kernel 6.2 user process to enable mitigation, and a lot is going on. Linux kernel net filter local privilege escalation, and this was listed in last year. So I think so there are a lot of exploits, but if you want to exploit a system, first before downloading an exploit, at least understand how it works. You can always understand its working by going into internet or by asking ChatGPT if an exploit is before 2021. So you can do that. Now the other website is called CVE details. I'm not going to show it, but once you go into an exploit, here we go, we go into an exploit, I clicked on it. There we can download it and we can view a lot of information about it. There it's the CVE number. CVE is common vulnerability exposure, basically common vulnerability exposure number. It's basically consists of the year and then the vulnerability ID. So every year start with 1 and then 2 3 4. So this year in 2021 its ID is 22555. So we can see that. So this is the vulnerability. We can download it here. We can download the exploit. It's basically written in C. Yeah, it's written in C. So basically it's an exploit and it's EDB verified. We can search a lot about it if we just type the CVE number and let's copy it, let's paste it here. If you just type here, we can see what's CVE, what the score is. I mean, there is score to every vulnerability, like how much this vulnerability can affect the system, and there's a website for that, that is nvd.nis.gov. It's really perfect site if you want to get some info on CVE. Like, just copy the CVE number, just paste it here, and you will find a lot of information about that CVE along with the score, like how much damage that it can cause. The bigger the score, the bigger the damage will be. All right, so let's go here. Its best score is 7.8, so I mean a lot. It can cause a lot of problems. Okay, if its score was 3 or 2, we don't have to worry about. If the score is 1, 2, 3, we don't have to worry about that much. But if the score is above 5, I guess above 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then vulnerability can cause a lot of problems, and it should be solved before anything happens. So we can go here, we can study this CVE. It's for different stuff going on. It's changing, it's giving us a lot of information. Heap outbounds writing affecting Linux since RC1 was discovered, and this allows an attacker to gain privilege or cause a DOS via help memory correction through user namespace. So this is basically, we saw one vulnerability. You can find out more. You can search your router, you can search any operating system, you can search for any software version here. Also, I want you to check out the shell codes and Google hacking database. Google hacking database is a lot perfect here. It's consists of a lot of Google dorking techniques, and you can find some vulnerable servers or services that you can exploit just by using Google dorking. So we will study Google dorking on my channel, but not for now, so you have to study on your own. So I'll put the link of the ExploitDB, and I will put the link of NIST government website too here. So I guess this is all for today. In day 2, in day 3, tomorrow we will install OpenVAS in Docker. If some of you are having problems with the GVM, then you can install with me on Docker. But if your GVM works just fine, then you don't have to install OpenVAS on Docker with me. So I guess this is all for today, and I will see you guys in the next video.